So here's the problem. I want to be able to draw a face like this when I draw a face. Oh, let's face it, I'd be happy if I could draw a face that looks like this. But what ends up happening is my face looks more like this. So today we're going to talk about a trick that we can do, or an exercise that we can do to try to make our faces look a little bit more realistic. We're going to start with talking about our brain. So your brain is divided into two halves, and each half has its strengths and its weaknesses. So your left brain is associated with learning how to read, talking, communication, math, logical problems. Your right brain is associated with creativity and imagination. The problem is most of us right now in school are growing up in a world that requires us to use our left brain far more than our right brain, because we use our left brain when we learn how to read and do math, which is why you're in school. So when you try to use your imagination or you try to draw something, your left brain says, hey, it's way too hard to draw something that looks like this for eyes or this for a nose. I've got a way easier way to do it. So when you start drawing a face, your left brain says, you know what? If you just do this, the classic sideways triangle, everybody's going to know that's a face. Why do you have to make it so difficult? Well, this isn't really what we want. So we've got to do some tricks to make our left brain slow down and our right brain take over. So today, what we're going to do is the classic upside down drawing. So when I look at this drawing, if I wanted to reproduce this drawing, my brain would already start saying, oh, I've got two eyes, we've got a nose, we've got a mouth here. Okay, how am I going to do this? Instead, we're going to quiet that left brain down. What we're going to do is we're going to turn it upside down so that, first of all, it's a little bit harder for the brain to recognize what these are, but still I can tell. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cover up part of the drawing. So what you're going to do when you choose your drawing, I'm doing Marilyn here, but I have some other choices for you, is you are going to turn your paper upside down, and instead of saying, okay, this is a chin, or this is the eye, or this is the mouth, you are just going to be looking at the lines and the shapes that you see. And this way, your right brain is doing more of the work, and your left brain is being a little more quiet. Okay, let me just adjust this so maybe you can see everything. Okay. And so what I'm going to do is move my paper over so you can see. Sorry about that, guys. And just get started by talking to myself a little bit. So I know that I'm going to go over a little ways. I'm actually going to draw this line to start with. Okay. And remember when we did, we did the blind contour drawing. So your eyes were just looking at the contour. And then we did, what else did we do? We did the scribble art, and your brain was looking. Both of those activities were designed to get your right brain going. Okay, so right here, I'm going to just look at this line. Okay, there's a line that goes that way. And I'm going to go over a little bit, and there's a curved line. Let's see, I'm going to try to make sure that I make it the correct distance apart. So I'm going to be looking at those things. Make my curved line. Remember, this is stress-free. Remember when we did our blind contour drawings and they were pretty funny when we were finished? That's okay. I want you to be noticing the lines and the shapes and how far apart they are and their relationships, but we're not worried about perfection here. What we're worried about is making our left brain stop taking over and letting our right brain take over. Okay, so what you're going to do is just keep moving your paper as you draw the lines and the shapes that you see. Okay? Remember, this is just an exercise to get that left brain to stop taking over and let your right brain do the work. Okay? All right, so have fun with this. You're going to do this in your sketchbook, and I can't wait to see what happens. All right.